Yellowish or brownish red earwax is normal, but if you see any black substance, your pet probably has ear mites and should see the veterinarian. When you do find it necessary to bathe your ferret, it's best to do it in a kitchen or large bathroom sink. First thing you want to do is make sure you have everything ready and at hand's reach before you get started. One of those detachable sink nozzles with the lengthy hoses can be your best friend when bathing your ferret. They are invaluable when it comes to making sure your ferret's coat is thoroughly rinsed out. If you don't have one, a large cup will do. Make sure you have a couple of towels handy, as well as your ferret-approved shampoo and conditioner if you like that extra soft coat. Okay, so now you have all the essentials lined up and you're ready to give him that bath. First, check to make sure the water is just right. You know you wouldn't jump into a shower that is too hot or cold, and you can bet your ferret wouldn't either. So to make the best experience for both of you, make sure it's warm and comfortable. Next, rinse him down really well, working his coat with your free hand to get it wet all over. Once he is good and soaked, apply the shampoo and then work it deeply into his coat. Be sure to work up a good lather around his neck, top of his head, chest, legs, feet, and tail. Try to massage his skin with your fingertips. Doing this is good for his skin, as well as it provides you with a good opportunity to check for any kinds of bites or bumps. Just be careful when washing his face, as the soap will burn his eyes too. Now you want to thoroughly rinse out all the shampoo, because leaving soap in your ferret's hair will dry out and irritate his skin. If you plan on using a conditioner, this is the time. Just as with the shampoo, massage it into his coat and be sure not to get it in his eyes. Rinse thoroughly one more time and then wrap him in a towel and pat him well. Lastly, wet a small corner of the towel and carefully wipe around his eyes and mouth, removing any goop that might be there. When taking a cat or a dog to a vet, most people feel fairly confident that just about any veterinarian will have the knowledge and expertise to accurately diagnose and treat their pet. Unfortunately, this is not the case with ferrets. Not all vets are up to date on ferrets, and you should make sure your vet is. An excellent method of choosing a veterinarian is to ask other ferret owners in your area what vet they use and how satisfied they are. Also, calling your local ferret club or checking with your local pet store should prove very helpful in finding a vet in your area. Any veterinarian will tell you that no matter what kind of pet you have, it needs to go to the vet at least once a year. First of all, they need their vaccinations, and secondly, ferrets should have a series of blood work run once a year to scan for various diseases. Ferrets seem to be prone to certain diseases and cancers. Many of the diseases that ferrets get do have present symptoms, but in some cases, once the symptoms have become visible, it may be too late to save his or her life. If you have a good veterinarian, have him examine your ferret annually, keep accurate records of weight gain and loss, and perform some simple blood tests. It is possible to detect disease before signs are visible and successfully treat your ferret. Just keep in mind that if a ferret becomes ill, they tend to deteriorate quickly due to their high metabolic rate. It is then very important that you provide proper veterinary care immediately. Here is a list of symptoms that you should watch out for. If your ferret stops eating or drinking for more than a day. If your ferret's stools are small, oddly shaped, or have an unusual appearance, or if your ferret has completely stopped passing stools, this is a sign of an intestinal blockage. If your ferret is lethargic, seems depressed, or doesn't seem to be as active or playful as usual. If your ferret is losing his or her hair over the hind end or on the top of the head, or seems to be balding anywhere other than the tip of his tail, this is a very serious sign of adrenal disease. Weakness in the hind legs, difficulty walking, or if your ferret is staring off into space frequently. Any rapid weight loss or weight gain should be checked by a vet. If your ferret has diarrhea, you should closely monitor his or her behavior for a day and check for improvement. If the diarrhea persists for more than a day or so, it must be checked. Dehydration is very serious in ferrets. If you suspect any kind of illness in your ferret, check for dehydration. Do so by pulling the skin on the back of the neck up and then letting it go. If the skin quickly returns to its normal position, your ferret is not dehydrated. The longer it takes for your ferret's skin to return to place, the more dehydrated he is. Skin that stands taut and does not go down is extremely serious and must be addressed immediately. And any other behavior that is uncommon or unusual for your ferret should be checked by a veterinarian. Ferrets are fun, mischievous little creatures that have been around for thousands of years. They enjoy human companionship and they enjoy interacting with us. They do great in pairs or even groups, and they can bring a smile to anyone's face. You can see that they are easy to care for now that you understand their wants and needs. Just remember, when adding a ferret to your family, that they are not toys. Ferrets are complex creatures, socially, psychologically, and physiologically. They require a great deal of special care and supervision.